always try to find the positive in every single situation, dog. Because believe me, I was supposed to die that day when I flew out the window. It's that. But I didn't die. So why didn't I die? Because I feel like I have a purpose in this life. What is my purpose? I've been trying to figure it out. But what I think it is for me, I've always been a teacher. I like to educate. Even though I'm talking, but believe me, I like to educate. And if I could, if I could bring you up and I could show you things that, that could better you, that's what I'm about, And it's all about love, dog. It's all about love. Love is everything, dog. We are one. Everybody, we're all one, dog, and that's what's fucked up with this planet, that everybody thinks the Illuminati, it all exists, that exists. That's why I told Freed that Freed's kind of woke, but he kind of, like, whatever. The Illuminati exists. Why do they exist? They're trying to bring a one world order, one world order. One government controls everything. That is true. That is Freed tiene razón en eso. They're trying to control us. Why they're trying to control us? Because we're slaves, dog. You know what I'm saying? You want me to really, really break it down?
We're
you know what I'm saying? We live in a planet that is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's really,
bro. It's a planet that basically, you know what I mean? It's just, nigga, you're control, bro. You basically control no matter what. And
look at this to me, look. You've been lied to all your life.
Basically.
I'm gonna try to break it down like in the last 5 minutes because I really don't have a lot of time, but whatever. This is conversation that you can't. See how it is? Because I can't just leave, because if I leave, then what is it for? You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm trying to like you know what I'm saying? Look at me. Your brother is on to a lot of shit. He's woke, but he's like on the wrong level. You know what I'm saying? The world is round. Forget about it. There's no one that can tell me that is wrong. Pero the whole society, the whole government, the new Illuminati, basically has been lying to you since the beginning of time.
Of course.
Since the times of Egypt.
Of course.
The Bible, it has been manipulated to the sense that it's what they want you to believe. Jesus Christ, I believe in Jesus Christ.
Of course.
But he taught what was right. Jesus said that you don't have to go to the church to find God. All you need to do is look within yourself, and you'll find God. Why did he say that? Because you yourself are God. It's just that you have amnesia and you forgot everything that you've ever known. Like I told you before, I'm an old soul. There's shit that I know that I shouldn't know. Ever since I was a little kid, I used to talk about shit that people be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You're talking about this? You're like a little kid. You know what I mean? Like, you're way beyond your years, is what I've always been told since I was a little kid. Not just because of my looks, because I look older than what I am, but because I always spoke about stuff that
people be like, what the fuck?
People are like people don't listen to what I, so when I talk about shit that I talk about, that I lose them quick. And I like to teach and I like to educate. And if I could help bring you up, you know what I'm saying? It's like a calling that I've always had. So that's why I feel that I was brought to this earth. I feel that like if I volunteered to come back to this prison planet, so that I could try to help as many people as I can as possible. And it's funny because you hear like, you're setting God, you're doing this, you're doing that. But bro, I talk to people just the way I talk to you, the people that listen to me. And people, when they listen to me, I could lose them because, you know what I'm saying? I talk really in depth and I could, jump from side to side, you know what I'm saying? Pero I talk stuff that I shouldn't know. And I've been talking about it since I was a little kid. And now I'm learning stuff that now I realize why I've had the luck that I've had. Why I've been so blessed that if I could start telling you the stories, Gio, we haven't.
No,
believe me, bro.
Yeah, stories and stories.
Bro, I'll just tell you that I was supposed to die that time that I flew out the window. And bro, I didn't die. The only thing I have is this little scar right here.
Yeah, she didn't.
I have
4 stitches.
I have this fucking shit right here.
That's probably from the window.
I broke my arm from here to here.
God damn.
I broke my leg in 3 different pieces. Look right here. I broke this arm too. when I went to pick up my car from the towing, they're like, I don't know how the fuck you're alive. Like, how the fuck did you survive that crazy ass accident?
Like, well, how the fuck are you even here?
I'm not supposed to be here. But the reason I'm here is because I'm truly am blessed. Me and Freet almost died. That was like one of my first encounters that I could tell you that me and Freet almost died. Tell me that story. Me and him almost drowned.
Drown?
Drowned. We were supposed to be dead. Me and your brother were supposed to be dead. Me and your brother. That was like one of my first experiences that I could tell you that we were supposed to die. I'll tell you really quick. Me and him are like, he's a year older than me. I'm 5, maybe he's 6. We're jumping off the bridge on, where right in front of the Seaquarium is. That beach that's there that is closed now. The third bridge, se llamaba Ese Puente. People used to fish from there, whatever. There used to be a pier that everybody used to jump out of. And me and your brother were jumping out of it. I know how to swim. But your brother doesn't know how to swim so well. And me and him jumped. And when we jumped, we're both in the water, isn't it? And your brother looks at me, he's like, he pushes me all the way down to the floor. To the ground, right? I'm like,
yeah, you
for
try,
like a few seconds, as soon as I get up, like a reaction, I pushed him down. Whatever. We were like that for like 2-3 minutes. Him pushing me down, me pushing him down.
Oh my God, dog.
Me pushing. Bro, I remember, bro, like, what I remember seeing? I look over a bridge, like, I'm looking toward my family, like, somebody help. Everybody's having fun, like, they don't even realize it. You know who's the only one that really realized it and saved our lives, that I can tell you sincerely that he saved our lives? Was Richard. Lucky. I see some legs running like that. And bro, that nigga dives in like fucking Mitch from Baywatch. That nigga grabs us both and bro swims to the shore. Bro, to this day, I've told my mom quite a few times about that story, and she still doesn't remember. You tell Freet's mom that story, Mike? Doesn't remember. The only people that remember that story is me and your brother, which you're blaming on me that I was drowning him. Bullshit. I know how to swim. Your brother was drowning me. And Richard was the only one that noticed. Right? Like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Bro, he ran. Like, I remember, the only thing I saw was his legs. Like, fast as fuck. And nigga dove into the water, grabbed us both, and saved us, bro. That's like the first time that I could tell you that
you encountered.
I faked. How did I say it? Like that death couldn't get us. And bro, if I could start talking, bro, that was the first time that I could really remember. Pero after that, at least, like 10 more times that I could tell you that I honestly should be dead, bro. The last time that I could really tell you is the time that I flew out the window.
Yeah.
Pero there was a bunch of times, bro, like that. So what was the whole purpose of that story? Was that you have your stuff. Everybody has their stuff. Why? You ever notice that some people just have a good aura? Something about them that no matter what, things just go well for them? And then, on the contrary, some people that just have that aura that everything goes bad for them. It's not by mistake. It's not coincidence. Everybody has an aura, right? Now, you can have a good aura, you can have a bad aura. All of this has to do with your past life. Why? Because
what you did, what you done.
Exactly. If you're a thief, if you're a rapist, if you're a murderer in your past life, you were born into this life. Yeah, you didn't do it in this life, pero you're a fucking maldito. Believe me, I had friends, Rafa. This guy was the fucking, bro. Like, one of my closest friends to that since I grew up with. Este tipo tenía la mala suerte, bro.
Yeah, it's always something.
He's doing 20 years in prison right now. That nigga jumped out of prison after he was doing a few years. And I jumped. He's like, bro, this nigga's out. Bro, not even 2 days later, like half my boys were all locked up. Because of him.
Trying to do some stunt.
Me, on the contrary, I used to be chilling. I used to be gangster. I used to chill. But I always had something that, you know what I'm saying? Bro, like I told you, if I tell you the times that I was supposed to be locked up, bro, I don't have a felony, dog. I've never been arrested, dog. I've been arrested like 2 times, but it was like for petty ass shit.
Yeah.
Petty ass shit that if you're like, for the shit that I've done, you would think
that is like that.
That I'm like
some like crazy shit, like,
bro, crazy, bro. Like, I don't even want to get into it because I'm gonna get sidetracked this time. But like I want to like finish, like, like my dad told me, like one of my things my dad taught me.
before,
I had two dads.
Before everything happened.
I had two dads. My dad that raised me, which died shortly after you, right before you, right around you when you met me. My brother died first. Then my dad died first, and then a few months later, my dad died. And then my dad, my real dad, the one that I've been waiting for 20 years in prison, he gets out. But imagine, he gets out 2-3 months after my other dad dies. So I was like all confused, like, what the fuck, dog? Why you have to come out now, dog? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was hard, dog. It was hard. And he, you know what I'm saying? He's my dad, the one you see in prison, you know what I'm saying? And bro, I used to wait for this. When my dad was on Marimbero, no, there's nobody that doesn't know my dad, dog. So I used to wait for this guy, pero not because I wanted to like freeload off his shit. Just to be around my dad, you know what I'm saying? Just to be around my dad, because I knew how badass my dad was. But at the same time, I had my other badass dad, my stepdad, that nobody fucked with that nigga, dog. You know, I you know what I'm saying? I learned the good and the bad from everybody. And my stepdad, dog, I could tell you, that ain't nobody in this world that I know that is more gangster than that nigga, dog. And he's the one that taught me my principles. Wait, be a good son. Because he was in Awakwa. It's like a Cuban religion, like it has to do with like a religion.
Yeah, of course.
The only way that you could be in it is if you were like a man.
You don't gotta tell me about none of that stuff because I mean I grew up through it. Look, bro, last thing I'm gonna tell you, because I know you gotta write, like I told you like 5 times already. Bro, you've been speaking, and all I've been doing is looking straight at your eyes. Because to be honest with you, dog,
the eyes and the soul of your heart, dog. Forget about it. You don't lie to your eyes, dog.
You don't lie to your eyes. So I've been paying attention, nigga, every little thing you said, dog. And I appreciate you, dog.
You said something? The eyes never lie. The eyes never lie. And believe me, I'm a good manipulator in the sense that, but I'm not a liar. That's something. I can manipulate you in the sense that, you know, I want to sell you this car because, you know, I'm going to make money off of this and that. But I'm not going to tell you that the car is perfect. It's not. I'll tell you everything that is good about the car. But I won't lie to you about what's bad with the car and try to flip it and what's good. That is something that I think that's why God has blessed me. Why? Because I do not lie, dog. Don't get me wrong.
Of course.
Don't get me wrong.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? There's a famous saying that says, all right, one of my sayings of my life, I always say the truth. Even when I lie. What does that tell you? That doesn't matter what I'm telling you, dog, but believe me, there's some type of truth behind it, dog. And watch out with this guy. I've followed that philosophy, dog. And it comes around to what I'm saying to you. Bro, I feel that I am truly blessed, dog. Bro, I was supposed to die, dog. I was going 100 miles an hour in that car. I flew out the window. I flew into a bush of debris. Right behind it, there was a wall, like a cement. I don't know how the fuck I didn't hit that wall of cement after, like right behind it. The only explanation I got is that I landed in an angle. Because if I would have went straight that way, I was gonna hit the fucking wall. How the fuck did I not hit the wall? It was literally when I woke up, it was like right there. The only way is that if I flew in an angle, like imagine if that's the whole wall right there, right? And there's like a little bush that maybe reaches where the street is, right? How the fuck did I not hit that wall, dog? The only explanation that I got, which I've thought about it a lot, is that I must have flew in an angle. Imagine if that wall is like that with a bush behind it, and the only way that I landed is if I hit if I landed horizontal to it.
Basically.
That's the only way.
The only fucking way.
The only way, dog, that I could have not hit that fucking tree, the wall behind it, is if I was, you know what I'm saying? Bro, and what, you know what I'm saying? And believe me, at first, bro, it was on the 18th, on the 18th of September. On the 25th was going to be my birthday. I was going to leave on that Friday on a cruise. And bro, you know what I'm saying? And yes, all of that went to waste. Pero I didn't die, dog. I didn't die. And I thank God that I didn't go. Why? Because I had 2 young daughters, dog. Imagine how it would have been if I would have not had my daughters. Imagine if, my wife is like the ultima, but my 2 daughters. My dad, that shortly thereafter had a stroke. If I wouldn't have been here, what would have been of him in la calle? Who's going to take care of him?
In a little, yeah.
So God had, like, oye, you know what? It's not your time, dog. You know what I'm saying? You have a purpose. You have a meaning. You have, you know what I'm saying? And yes, I fucked up plenty of times. Like right now, I could consider it a fuck up. Pero I'm not considering a fuck up. What I'm looking at it is like, bro, who knows if tomorrow, bro, I've mentioned it to a few other people, but I feel like I was brought here for a reason. Why? Because I feel like I could have gone up. But for some reason, I decided to come back. Now, why did I decide to come back? From what I've been studying, the people that do come back are for the people that are healers, people that are here for a reason. Why? It's people to open people's mind. Bro, all of this shit doesn't mean shit, bro. Don't get attached to anything, dog. Attachment is what causes suffering. Why? Because if you lose it, what happens? Oh my God, I miss it. Oh no. Everything is the yin and the yang. There's the good and the bad. The good doesn't exist without the bad.
Without the bad.
The only way that you can appreciate the good is if you've experienced the bad. And if you never